Renowned for its rich sporting history, the iconic city of Manchester in England's northwest will host the UFC's return to the United Kingdom.
If you have never seen a fight in England, there is no better crowd anywhere.
These people love the UFC, and they are loud. This place goes crazy.
At UFC 304, the recent purple patch of UK MMA will hit its peak. For the first time in UFC history, two British belt holders will compete on the same card, supported by an army of their fellow countrymen looking to defend their home soil.
What a party they are going to have in the United Kingdom.
That place is going to be bananas.
Oh, look at this! Wow! Oh, there it is! Wow!
Leading the charge in the main event, UFC welterweight champion Leon Edwards looks to defend his title in a rematch with fierce rival Belal Muhammad.
I'm gonna dominate him. I'm gonna drown him.
Beautiful, there you go, Belal.
I'm gonna make it the worst night of his life. I'm the real champion, and I'm gonna go out there and show you guys why.
Belal is really putting it on him here. Oh, massive right. Remember the name, Belal Muhammad.
You can't deny him anymore. He has earned the championship opportunity.
I am leaps ahead of him. I am the best in the world, and there's nothing he can do to stop me from going out there and getting that victory.
Oh my goodness!
Setting the stage in the co-main event, Wigan warrior Tom Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall has done it! He is the UFC interim heavyweight champion of the world!
Puts the interim title on the line when he shares the octagon once again with Curtis Razor Blades.
Rio, of course, I'll be the champion at the end of the night.
Oh! That will do it! Curtis Razor Blades by knockout! How do you like him now?
I want the title shot.
Let's go!
I'm coming in there to finish the fight from the first bell to the last bell.
He's very quick for a heavyweight. And there it is. And there it is. He's done it! What a moment for Tom Aspinall!
I'm born for this.
On July 27th, British fans will let their presence known as they show out in support of their own at Manchester's Co-op Live Arena.
Nights don't get any bigger than this for British mixed martial arts.
As we head towards the octagon's return to the UK.
Come on, up.
This is UFC 304.
There is no crowd like a British crowd.
It's going to be a magical moment for sure.
The UFC's return to Manchester, England on July 27th will be a celebration of a golden era for UK MMA. Fittingly headlining the card is UFC welterweight champion Leon "Rocky" Edwards. The pride of Birmingham is regarded as the face of the sport in his home country, an honor that would not be possible without the pioneers who inspired him.
There's a few people back in the day where I look to say, okay, it's possible to achieve this dream that I'm chasing.
Oh, he got rocked! He heard him bad! He heard him bad!
And again, Michael Bisping!
That's it!
It's the new UFC middleweight champion of the world!
It seemed only a matter of time that an Englishman would break through and win a UFC title. Michael Bisping was that guy making history in 2016.
Now, the next chapter begins at home in Manchester.
UFC 204 in Manchester, Michael Bisping versus Dan Henderson was the main event.
Never been an English champion before, so you know, there's a lot of excitement around. And you know, hopefully I'll be the first of many British UFC champions. That's what I hope.
It was huge because it was the first time an English guy was defending his belt in the UK.
Who wants to see Hendo get knocked the out? Manchester, let's do this!
It was like a big thing at the time for me to be on the same card.
Birmingham, England's Leon Edwards plans on making a huge statement here at home in the UK.
There's a real UK team starting to build in the Midlands, and Leon Edwards is very much a part of that.
Oh, nice transition there. This is still tight. This is tight. He can have it. Biggest win to date for Leon Edwards.
And he does it here in the UK. We continue as the first British UFC champion looking to defend here in his hometown.
Oh, he's rocked.
The nation's pride on his shoulders here
Whole crowd behind Michael Bisping.
To see how the Manchester fans reacted and how excited they was for the show to be back in the hometown. That therefore gave me the motivation and the hunger. I want this to be me one day.
Here is Leon Edwards looking to kickstart a run of contention tonight.
And he's probably England's next best hope for a UFC champion.
Oh, big left hook.
He is one of the most technical and one of the most complete mixed martial artists in the game.
Oh, Leon Edwards is pouring on the pressure.
Spurred on by the achievements of his fellow countrymen,
He has been able to vault into contention while staying in the United Kingdom.
Leon's rise saw him break through to become the UK's second UFC champion.
No way! And new undisputed welterweight champ! The belt headed to the UK!
UK MMA had a new king, and Leon Edwards continued to thrive in his position at the helm.
The UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Edwards.
Like seeing the bout every day and thinking, oh, that's bad that it's in Birmingham, or back in the UK, you know, so it's been a long road to get there, and I'm happy to be leading the charge for UK MMA, and we can bring more belts to the UK, you know, that's my aim. I'm good, thank you.
It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you. So, to be the face of mixed martial arts in the UK is also a great honour for me.
Good body kick from Edwards.
And there's the head kick once again.
I'm now feeling the love just for what I'm achieving and how much I've done for the sport. I'm proud to be one of the front runners of this, to show the guys in the UK that you can achieve your goal, becoming a world champion.
This man has done nothing but win since 2015. And tonight we find out, can Edwards channel his energy and emotion into another major triumph?
There's a lot more guys coming in from the UK, just going out there and competing against high-level guys from different parts of the world and winning.
Oh, we heard him with that one. That was a nasty counter.
And also, I feel like I'll set the trend with that, and I'm happy that that's now rubbing back off and the guys coming after me.
That is a world-class championship athlete, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
Champion of the world.
While inspiration for Leon Edwards to reach the highest level in the sport came from those who preceded him, motivation to succeed comes far closer to home.
My one and only child I've got, Jayon Edwards, he's the one that spurred me on to be great and to do what I'm doing. I had him quite young. I was 20 years old when I had him, and either make you or break you. I feel like it made me into the man that I am today and give me the pride and the drive that I needed to achieve what I have achieved so far.
Lovely. Jab, flip in the backhand. Boom, boom. Touch, boom, sharp right on the back.
It's great to be an inspiration in a positive light to him, you know, and
and time.
It's good for any child to do any martial arts. He trains 4 times a week. I think it's important to give him discipline. There you go, good boy. Little jump cross. He enjoys it. You can take it and run with it and be whatever he wants to be in life. I'm proud that he's my son. I'm proud that I'm his dad. And what kept me motivated was the life that I want to provide for my family. And now here we are, a world champion, you know.
In 2022, Leon Edwards became the second British champion in UFC history.
Oh, no way!
With a spectacular knockout win over former welterweight king Kamaru Usman.
And new undisputed welterweight champ!
After back-to-back title defenses against Usman,
this man has done nothing but win.
And Colby Covington.
One of the most technically proficient strikers in the sport.
Edwards now welcomes the next challenge to his reign in the form of a familiar foe.
Leon Edwards is the absolute top of the food chain. And if Belal Muhammad can get the job done, he will find himself amongst the best.
Impressive win streaks in the 170-pound division set Belal Muhammad and Leon Edwards on a collision course in 2021.
Thank you, bro. Tomorrow, bro.
Tensions were high in a matchup that both knew could impact their title ambitions.
Belal, remember the name Muhammad, wants to remember this night as the time where he truly arrived, but Leon Edwards has different plans.
Prior to that first fight with Leon, my goal is to be the champion. They called me, they said, Leon Edwards needs an opponent. Do you want to fight him? And I was like, number 3 in the world, 100%, let's go.
He has a really good style to combat the pretty style of Leon Edwards.
Leon Edwards, he is perhaps the next title challenger. No touch.
These guys don't like each other that much.
We are underway.
So round 1, it was kind of like a feeling out process.
Belal is normally the one that pressures forward.
Try to get the timing of Edwards before he starts trying to press.
Really nice elbow on the break for Belal.
Nice 1-2 from Edwards.
I don't feel like I have him away. I feel like I was just getting in the fight.
Oh, head kick from Edwards. Oh, wobbly legs. Oh, he's hurt bad. And now he's going in.
I hurt him in round 1. I didn't wobble.
He defended those shots, but that head kick wobbled him big.
And then the corner coach, Saif Saud, said after the first round, like, you took his best shot.
You took his best shots. All right, let's go.
You walked through it, you ate it. His Hail Mary is his head kick, and we took it right on the chin, and we're still standing. So the second round was like, all right, let's pick it up. And right at the beginning of the second round, you get eye poked.
Oh, it was a poke in the eye.
Oh my God, this looks like a bad one.
Stop! I went for a cross head kick. As I went for the cross, my finger kind of like touched just under his eye.
Over there.
Oh my goodness.
Over there. Over there.
For myself, I literally thought I was like blind. I've had eye injuries. I had to have surgery on my eye before that multiple times. And I was like, my vision's all gone.
The way he was crying out to get on the foot was like actually I went into his eyeball, but he didn't. He kind of went like just under his lid.
Relax, breathe. Stop.
Herb Dean officially waves it off.
My biggest thing was I just lost my opportunity.
There's no faking that. You can see the pain and the agony.
I was like literally breaking down, and I didn't really care about being blind. It was like I lost my opportunity.
Skill for skill, I was the better man. I think it showed in the fight. I was piecing him up from round 1 to the incident happened. I feel like they're definitely looking for a way out.
You're the one who injured me. So as a man, you'd want to run it back. But he's not a man, he's a coward. And he didn't like what he felt in there, and he didn't want to be in there with me. He's been running since then.
All right, guys, so let's do like a good fun practice. Let's go like a good 7 rounds. And let's get going, guys. Let's get going.
Following their first encounter, Leon Edwards would go on to become the UFC welterweight champion.
Leon Rocky Edwards, your new welterweight champion!
The unfortunate incident may have hindered the momentum of Muhammad's win streak, but failed to extinguish the desire to get his shot at redemption.
Come on, let's just keep a good energy, guys.
After that fight, it did nothing but motivate me.
In those hard times is where you see the true measure of the man. Belal showed that he can get up and turn himself into a true contender.
Let's go, Belal.
The last 3 years, it was a lot of trying to have patience.
Who do you want? I want Leon, especially with the unfinished business we have.
Anytime I would go to these events, they'd be like, when are you fighting him? When are you fighting Leon? When are you getting your title fight? My message to him is, if you're a man, take the rematch.
Wow, Thompson's in a world of trouble here.
Don't let him bully your son.
Had the people around me to keep me motivated, keep me determined.
Platinum.
I need that title shot. Leon Edwards, stay in London, stay in hiding. Bully's here, Bully's ready to fight.
Let me get this title fight. I don't care about nothing else.
We would just keep growing and getting better and better.
His ability to grind people out is second to none.
Nice double.
Come on.
If I'm so easy, why don't you just come and take this easy fight?
Fine-tuning all the things. We've been doing that, working toward it.
Belal's pressure looks crazy.
And we've all been waiting for this moment.
Oh, massive right now from Muhammad!
Leon is like the worst guy to be a champion. He goes into the shadow realm, he goes in hiding after every single fight.
Belal is really putting it on him here. Remember the name!
Leon Edwards, where is he at?
You can't deny him anymore. He has earned the championship opportunity.
UFC 304, the main event. Leon Edwards facing Belal Muhammad.
Time.
And new.
Finally, once it gets booked, the switch gets flipped. And it's like, let's go.
I'm going in there with a different type of anger now because I hate him so much.
While he might be on the cusp of the most important fight of his career to date, Belal Muhammad remains dedicated to his charitable commitments.
My family is from Palestine. We work for a charity. It's called Palestinian Children Relief Fund. They do a lot of work in Palestine. They're trying to build cancer centers out there. And especially now with what's happening over there, we were able to bring a father and his son to America.
Come on, Jude. Turn it on, Jude.
Jude is 2 years old. He's been here for about 6 months now. He came over from Gaza.
Who says I can't be Kobe Bryant?
We're blessed to be able to bring him here and take care of him and show him a life that every little kid in this world should be having. It's heartbreaking because his house got bombed. His kneecap was shattered.
This is a picture of Jude.
He was able to have successful surgery on his leg.
Wait, Jude, straight.
And you see him walking with a limp, but he doesn't even notice it.
Doggy!
And it's heartbreaking because there's millions of kids out there like that.
He ran out of the car, he's like, Doggy!
Dookie.
So for us to be able to help him, to be able to give him a snippet of what a real life a kid should have, see him smile every day, it makes you emotional.
No more, Doggy.
Come on. I look at myself like I'm just a fighter, but like to the people over there, I'm considered a hero. My fight's nothing compared to theirs. Our everyday struggles is nothing compared to what they're going through every single day. Life's so full of stress, and literally a smile of a kid will change all of that for you. So for us to be able to give this kid a new life and to help his dad and him figure out what to do next, figure out the right doctors to help him, that'll be the biggest blessing I could have.
Bye, Jude.
While many fighters leave the English shores in the interest of career development, UFC welterweight champion Leon Edwards takes pride in crediting his evolution and success to the network he has created in his home city.
I incorporate all the best coaches from each gym and put them all together within Birmingham.
High rolls now, high as you can.
That helps and pushes me on.
Okay, guys, let's go. Start jogging.
I am honored to be the student, and I like to represent all the different gyms and all the coaches under me that's pushing me forward, giving me the knowledge. I feel like Birmingham Mixed Martial Arts is where it's at, you know.
To help him prepare for the wrestling-heavy style of his UFC 304 opponent, Belal Muhammad, Edwards has enlisted the help of the team at Fearless MMA under the credentialed coach, Camby Banger.
I've worked with many athletes, from wrestlers to MMA fighters. Leon is a natural athlete.
Control him with your hands. Yes.
He's very talented. His IQ in the sport, just in wrestling alone, the way he breaks positions down, he's adaptable.
As soon as I've got the back, I'm going to readjust my hands and go to knee block the closest leg.
He isn't specialised in one field, he's good at everything.
Yes.
In his wrestling game, he's good. His striking speaks for itself. I know everyone's probably expecting Belal to come out and wrestle, but Leon's proven that he is able to wrestle.
Driving forward, be mindful. The whizzer's there. You can't switch your head out yet. You could still run the pipe and go to the ankle. There you go.
I think Belal is a fundamental fighter. Heavy boxing, wrestling. If you allow him to set the pace, if you allow him to hold against the cage, I think that's kind of his bread and butter. He's on a 9-fight win streak, so I got to take him serious, whether it's grappling, whether it's striking on the mat. I believe I'm better wherever the fight goes.
No doubt Belal has been working and he has improved, but that's the job for the coaches and us as a team to make sure we're covered in every aspect.
Yeah. For your elbow.
So wherever this fight goes, Leon will be prepared.
Fight. Yeah. That's it. Try not to be too upright. That's your window out.
This is me going out there to prove that I am the best in the world.
Yes.
He just got in my way. You know, like, there's nothing he can do to stop me from going out there and getting that victory.
For first-time contender Belal Muhammad, the enduring partnership with head coach Lewis Taylor ensures he will be well prepared for yet another world-class opponent.
I met Belal back when he was a freshman in high school. I was the head wrestling coach at the high school. Then we revisited each other years later. So we're gonna start head here, in here, from here, pull them out, go tight waist, and start here. I was very impressed because
good job.
He's always a student of the game.
Away from the cage, away from the cage. Take top, Belal. Be fast, be fast, be fast, be fast, be fast. Smash.
He has a special ability to just soak up knowledge very quickly.
Nacho, try to find elbows. Good, that's you gotta touch him so he knows.
And just the amount of work he's willing to put in to accomplish his goal, which is gonna be beating Leon Edwards.
You gotta make sure you're smothering his arms more when he's pushing you away, because he can come back with elbows. Turn into him hard. You got a natural underhook. Go for your takedown immediately.
Lewis was definitely the biggest role model I ever had.
Take a back spin to your left. Good job.
I wouldn't be here without him. He's seen me from the ground up, from the kid in high school.
Beautiful uppercut by Belal.
Muhammad's looking to finish here, swarming on him, and he could get the finish here.
We were all together for the first 9 fights of my career before the UFC.
3, 2, lock it up, go.
When you talk about Belal as a student of the game, he just wants to absorb as much knowledge as he can.
And he's still with Lewis Taylor, who he's been with since his high school days.
Let's go, Belal!
Looks he's getting it. He gets it.
Smothering technique, drop the elbow.
And look for your ground and pound, Belal. Stay heavy, look for the ground and pound.
Big elbow by Belal Muhammad.
He would always guide me the right way.
When you move, he's gonna follow you. He's gonna chase you. That's when you hit him with the hook, and that's when you change levels.
There we go again. Lead left hook.
Think reverse guillotine. Get that finish right there. Ooh, nice, beautiful.
Belal Muhammad with his first career win by submission.
We're a small team. We've all been wanting this moment so bad, and we've been breaking down Leon for the last 3 years. We know his weaknesses. We know his strength.
When you look at Leon and the way that he fights, he has almost perfect technique in every facet of the game. And his striking is top of the food chain.
Little move, lift there, think, move, and then bang.
I think Leon Edwards has everything, but he doesn't have the heart and the will that Belal Muhammad has.
Back on our feet, back on our feet. Light punch, injury.
Belal Muhammad, the work ethic is never in question. The cardio is certainly something to behold.
Belal is unbreakable. You're gonna have to put him away. Leon is breakable. He's gonna bend and he's gonna break.
Unbelievable commitment from this guy. Muhammad's gonna continue to press him for 5 rounds.
When I see him in the Usman fight, mentally giving up on himself, having his coach having to go up and hype him up and be like, Leon, fight for me.
Listen, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Well, come on then. You ain't come this far to give it away now.
Please throw something. Please do something.
Come on, say on him.
It just shows me that you don't have that dog in you. You don't have that man in you. He's not really a champion.
Go, 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 go. Fast, fast, fast.
I'm gonna dominate him. I'm gonna drown him. I'm gonna make it the worst night of his life.
Because in those hard times is where you see the true measure of the fighter. That is what we've seen in Belal Muhammad.
This is gonna be the best version of myself, and I hope it's the best version of Leon, and I'm gonna show you that the best me is 3 times better than the best Leon.
His ability to grind people out is second to none.
And I'm gonna go out there and finish him in front of his whole people, in front of his crowd, in front of his coach, and they're all gonna look at me like, how did this guy come to our town, our country, and be our guy like that?
But you don't mess with Leon Edwards. So all this disrespect, he won't stand for it.
I've never lost a fight in the UK, amateur or pro, and to be a headline in Manchester, opponent Belal Muhammad, this guy's been saying my name now for a long time. It's extra motivation to go out there and whip him.
His ability to land the right strike in the right moment, and he's able to land cleanly with one shot and switch people off.
I just been wanting to get my hands on him for years. Now we get to find out. Now I get to show you what those other 4 rounds would have been.
Oh, man.
I believe I'm better anywhere the fight goes. Just my mentality and the way I understand the game and my IQ within mixed martial arts. I feel like I'm miles ahead of him.
We thought he was dejected and defeated. He head kicked Kamaru Usman into the shadow realm.
It will show on fight night.
Oh, massive right now from Muhammad.
At UFC 304, I'm gonna walk through Leon for my people, for my family, for my team. The best me is gonna show you that I'm the best fighter in the world, the best welterweight to ever do it. The title is just icing on the cake.
Nights don't get any bigger than this for British mixed martial arts.
Come fight night in Manchester, you got a lot to answer for, and I want to go out there, I want to finish him.
Dateline Manchester, July 27th. Belal Muhammad getting his rightful shot at Leon Edwards' undisputed UFC welterweight title.
On July 27th, the sports-mad city of Manchester, England will turn out in support of their own as UK MMA's finest defend their turf in the UFC octagon. As the first of 2 British champions to feature at UFC 304, interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall looks to defend his title in a rematch against top contender Curtis Blaydes. The matchup comes full circle to a moment that threatened to permanently derail a promising career. Tom Aspinall embodies the modern-day evolution of a heavyweight fighter. As a household name on the European circuit, Aspinall carried his reputation as one of the world's most well-rounded big men into the UFC.
This guy is a devastating individual in this heavyweight division.
Oh! A knockout for Tom Aspinall in his debut!
What an experience. One day I'm going to be UFC heavyweight champion of the world. I always seen it in my mind.
Oh, this is done. He's not getting up.
There he is. England's got a rising contender in the heavyweight division. Oh, man, just a blitz and goes right under the chin. Tom Aspinall.
A run of 5 straight stoppage wins had Aspinall pegged as the UK's next hope for a UFC champion.
He's done it! I'm born for this. I'm ready.
And lined up a headline spot against the top contender.
The first fight with Curtis Blaydes was in London. Always a lot of pressure fighting at home.
Follow my instructions. Gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
Curtis Blaydes, great fighter he is. Really, really good.
Curtis Blaydes has been around the top 5 longer than most. Can he slow down the Brit tonight?
Ready, fight!
Started off the fight, 10, 15 seconds in, kicked him.
Oh, no! Wow!
And my knee just gave way on me.
His knee's gone.
Come on, Doc, get the doctor.
Being injured in any circumstance is not great.
Oh, such a shame. What a tragedy that is. Oh, no. Oh.
But being injured in front of 25,000 home fans.
You just breathe, Tom. Tom, you just breathe, okay?
That's the worst possible way to get injured.
I know, it's unfortunate, man. I mean, you came here to fight.
Nobody in the building wanted this to happen.
It's just awful to see this opportunity kind of been taken away from through injury.
I had so many doubts after that. I had a massive surgery. I had this big swollen knee that I couldn't walk on for 6 weeks.
What about here?
Yeah, that's...
Nothing solid.
And then I did a long recovery process of a year, doing rehab every day, twice a day. I used to see the physio 3 times a week.
Let's go, yeah. Just rotate.
It was just a long mental battle.
We're on the front foot now. Bit of front foot work.
And I feel like that really, really showed me on what I should be focusing on and what I shouldn't be focusing on.
Tom Aspinall's world fell apart here in the O2 Arena, but the time away has been spent utterly focused on rebuilding himself to serve his dream of becoming a UFC champion.
When I fought Tybura, I never wanted to say that I was back.
Main event time from London's O2 Arena. The return of Tom Aspinall against that man on a hot streak, Marcin Tybura.
Because I feel like it was almost like a rebirth of my career.
Aspinall drops him.
He blew right through him.
The win in London inserted Aspinall back into contention and willing to heed when opportunity came calling.
One night I got a phone call and it was like 5 a.m. I could hear my phone ringing. And I was like, this person has never called me directly before. There's no chance that I can go back to sleep.
I'm waking you up, aren't I? You didn't go on vacation yet, did you? All right, so here's what I got. John Jones blew his shoulder. He's gonna be out 8 months. So this is between you and I. I'm gonna probably announce it shortly. You and Sergey Pavlovich are gonna be fighting for the interim title, Madison Square Garden.
And I said, absolutely.
Dateline, New York. When the calendar hits November, the Octagon hits the world's most famous arena. Live from Madison Square Garden, this is UFC 295.
Sergey Pavlovich is the scariest guy in the heavyweight division, by far.
Sergey Pavlovich is that thing you see at night that makes you wake up with a shortage of breath. Because the moment he gets his hands on you, he can put you out.
And was coming off 6 first-round knockouts. There wasn't a lot of people putting the hand up to take fights with him on 2 weeks' notice.
Tom Aspinall is the most well-rounded contender in the heavyweight division. He has fantastic striking, submission abilities, grappling abilities, and his explosiveness, his speed, and his finishing ability is second to none.
I was incredibly nervous.
All right, gentlemen, you ready for round one? You ready, sir? Let's go.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah.
UFC Interim Heavyweight Championship on the line.
Our plan was, we're going to just try and get out of the way for a little bit. We're going to try and make him miss. His arms are going to get tired. He caught me pretty early on.
Oh, he hurt him. Sergey tagged him early.
Thank God I was all good. I took the shot well. Once he got me with that shot and I was good, I felt like, right, I know his range now. So I just threw a couple of light shots, to be honest.
Oh!
One of them ended up catching him perfect and heavyweight MMA.
That'll do it! Tom Aspinall has done it!
Takes one shot and they're over.
He is the UFC Interim Heavyweight Champion of the world!
I just want to say, if you ever get the chance to do something and you're scared to do it, you should definitely do it because there's a chance it's going to pay off. The UFC Interim Heavyweight Champion of the world, Tom Aspinall!
It just went a little bit crazy after I won the title, to be honest. Hey, mate. I try and meet and be grateful to everybody who gives me any love.
Please welcome to the stage the UFC Interim Heavyweight Champion of the World, Tom Aspinall!
Hello everybody, thanks for coming, appreciate it. There wasn't many people who thought that I could have won that fight. Myself included at some points, but I know that sometimes you only get one go at stuff, and fear is not a bad thing. Fear is something that can make people do great things. And I'm a world champion right now, but I want to unify the title, and I want to become the undisputed champion.
Tom Aspinall's next challenge will be a rematch with the only man to hold a win over him inside the octagon, Curtis Razor Blaydes. A title shot may have once felt unlikely for the Illinois native, but a decision to head west early in his career proved to be a turning point that set him on a path to becoming one of the world's top heavyweights.
Originally, I'm from the south side of Chicago, Illinois. I have a stutter. I've had it for as long as I can remember. I got it from my dad. It's genetic. And growing up with it, kids are mean everywhere, but especially in Chicago, they rip you apart. And my dad, he helped me build the tougher skin because he had already had the experience and he got over his. So I looked up to him. Like, if he could get over it and become a police officer and be able to speak with authority, I could do it too. Sports did help with my confidence. I just had a natural affinity for wrestling, and I like winning. I like getting my hand raised. The coach I worked with in high school, like, he was able to get the most out of me as a wrestler, and he made me fall in love with wrestling, and that led to me getting a scholarship at NIU. I'd had aspirations of going back to school to continue wrestling, and that was the plan, but I had a buddy of mine, he helped me get a job, started to bounce with him and his dad, and they were also, they'd always been involved in MMA. They got me to start.
Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Curtis Razor Blaydes.
I had 5 regional fights. I won all those.
Extension! He's done it again! UFC may very well come calling soon for Curtis Razor Blaydes.
By then I was on the UFC's radar, so I got the call, debuted against Ngannou.
So here's the 25-year-old Curtis Razor Blaydes, and certainly a nice addition to this UFC heavyweight division.
It was a short notice fight. There wasn't a lot of confidence going into that.
Tough draw in his UFC debut against another beast, Francis Ngannou.
I think I was doing reasonably well. Just the fight got stopped and my eye was really swollen.
The right eye of Curtis Blaydes is near shut. You can see he just raised his right arm, not knowing if anything's coming from his right side.
Lost the fight.
Not sure he's getting all the information necessary for him to reach his potential at the current gyms he's floating around at in Chicago.
And I didn't have any hands. That's what gave me the idea to move out here.
Now he's moved to Colorado. He's training at Team Elevation. They think the world of this guy, and they feel like he's grown a lot.
And you got to think Curtis Blaydes is only going to get better.
Go a little bit bigger with your feet. A little bit bigger, yeah. A little bit more dynamic, yes, yes. Nice high lows. His wrestling pedigree was top-notch. But as far as being a mixed martial artist, we had a lot of work to do. Ready, in and outs, go. Fast, 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 fast. 4, fast, 3, 1. Now footwork on me. Keep range, keep range. Yes, keep range, yes. Spent years on footwork and synchronizing. Hands tight, good.
Blaydes working off that jab, nice subtle stance switch.
Our feet with our hands, getting stronger, getting faster, getting more confident.
Good thing, I like it.
That's what Curtis has got to do more of. Those little feints, see what he did there with the shoulders?
Keep that head in motion, I love your motion here.
Oh, nice right hand by Blaydes.
With a guy like Curtis Blaydes, it's a matter of progression, constant improvement.
Oh, big right from Blaydes connects.
Moving forward and taking on new and more difficult, unique challenges. Oh, Blaydes clipped him.
Overeem forced to cover up.
Slowly, slowly, he started to chip away and his feet start moving better. And now his hands start moving better. And now his striking is beautiful.
Oh, Curtis cracked him!
Just remarkable how some of these young athletes make improvements over 18 months or so. I mean, Curtis Blaydes looks like a totally different striker.
Blaydes trying to send some finish, knees to the body.
When he couldn't get the takedowns, he relied on his boxing and his punching power. This kid is getting better every time he steps in the octagon.
Then we go, okay, now we're gonna need you to take that black belt wrestling that you have and show me black belt jiu-jitsu.
Make sure we stay on top. Make sure we stay on top.
Vinny Lopez Jr., Cody Donovan. Those two men have invested a lot of their time and energy into making Curtis Blaydes one of the best heavyweights in the world.
Hands on his chest, Curtis. Good, hands on his chest. Watch that triangle. Get tall, get tall, get tall. Up, up, up.
And then it started to become like the IQ. Then his IQ started to come up. And now we're working on that belief.
There's a big shot by Curtis. Oh, and another one. Oh, that's it.
Huge elbows. Curtis Razor Blaydes.
That's what we were looking for.
Oh!
Him believing in the fact that he is deserving of this title.
That will do it.
This is our kind of like our last piece of the puzzle is his mind, and creating a mind that is befitting of a champion. This is what it sounds like, baby. This is what greatness sounds like. Come on, come on.
All that. Big hammer. Almeida's in trouble. That's it.
That'll do it. Curtis Blaydes, the heavy hands reign supreme.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. And it's a special thing to watch when it all comes together.
You know what, I want that title shot. You know I'm next. I believe me and Aspinall got some unfinished business. I've shown I got the wrestling. I showed you I got the hands. I don't know what else I got to do, but I want a title shot. That's what I want.
Great job, Curtis Blaydes. You made the right decision moving out to Denver. It showed itself. Congratulations.
Earning a UFC belt is an accolade achieved by only those who excel at the sport's highest level. For UFC interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall, it's a just reward for a journey in combat sports that started from an early age with his father.
This man right here, my father, has worked harder than anybody, so this belt is dedicated to my father. Got into training martial arts when I was like 7, 8 years old. Started competing pretty much right away. It was always a lifestyle for me. Even way before I was a professional athlete, I used to live like I was a professional athlete when I was like 12, 13 years old. You know, I always took this thing serious. Both me and my dad took it serious. If it wasn't for my dad, I would have never started training. I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am now if it wasn't for my dad.
I started teaching jiu-jitsu when Tom was very small. Tom always just came with me and trained with adults because there weren't any kids doing it then. He took to it straight away. It's just one of those things that I did, and he enjoyed doing it with me.
He's actually one of the first UK BJJ black belts. He's a 3rd-degree black belt now. He's been a jiu-jitsu coach for as long as I've been alive. The guy has probably forgot more about MMA than most people know. I listen to everything my dad says, inside and outside the gym.
The guidance of his father has remained consistent throughout Aspinall's rise to the top. But a change to his training approach after his first encounter with upcoming opponent Curtis Blaydes has taken preparations for the rematch to another level.
I chose to train exclusively with heavyweights. That is massive for a big guy. There's no workout that you can get harder than a big guy on top of you and trying to get him off. It's one of the hardest things that you can do as a heavyweight is to get another guy your size off of you repeatedly and have to grapple with them and strike with them. We still train with a couple more guys for the speed and stuff. We try and keep the speed up and do different drills with smaller guys, but my sparring is only with heavyweights. Everything and everyone around me is geared towards making me the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And that is something that wasn't in my life 3 years ago.
5 minutes, just one more.
My confidence is sky high now. I'm a completely different person to the guy who fought Curtis Blaydes the first time.
For title contender Curtis Blaydes and the Elevation Fight Team, the keys to victory against the champion Tom Aspinall lie in his foundational talents.
Grab a partner. I want to see body locks and tight waist action hand. Shelving and splitting when they hit the floor.
Tom Aspinall, he's an extremely athletic heavyweight. He's explosive. He believes in his hands. And wrestling will be a huge factor in this fight.
Yes, Curtis. Nice, bro. We've really been dialing in on him to get busy on the floor and play this game that we've been developing, and it is extremely violent.
Oh, that right hand hurt him.
Blaydes changes levels.
Beautiful double leg. Those elbows are tearing him apart.
Curtis Blaydes by TKO.
We are going to take Tom to places he's not been yet.
Yes!
I don't think he's been out of the 2nd round. That's a really comfortable way to fight.
Oh! He's hurting him.
Go out there and get your job done quick. Get out of there unscathed. We want to drag him deep.
Oh, Curtis backed him.
Oh, Blaydes again.
Once we start hitting rounds 2, rounds 3, that's when things are going to descend.
I want to see grips that drive the position and set up damage. I want to see high committal claw grips that lead to finishes.
I want to see who Tom is when it starts to get ugly and scary.
Immediate shot from Blaydes, and it's good.
A lot of power shots.
Oh!
I want to see that version of Tom, and nobody's seen it yet, and that's what we're counting on.
He's a promising heavyweight contender. Oh, you heard him.
Overeem forced to cover up.
I see Tom getting beat on bottom with Curtis on top of him, putting elbows through his face.
Oh,
huge elbows! Curtis Razor Blaydes!
Big stoppage victory for Curtis Blaydes.
That was amazing.
Curtis is really good. He's the hardest stylistic matchup in the division for me, and I won't shy away from that.
Go! Keep boxing!
Hey, keep that level change energy.
My stats and the records I've broken, I'm the best heavyweight wrestler in the UFC history.
Go, yeah!
I can take him down.
Oh! Powerful takedowns.
Oh! This is it! Curtis Blaydes ends it in round 2.
If I land the punch on anybody clean, they're going over.
Oh! Wow!
Knockout for Tom Aspinall.
What a finish!
If I've got 25 minutes locked in there with me, I can do that to anybody.
Spivak covering up early. This is it. Tom Aspinall still on the range.
Defending a world title in Manchester. That's what dreams are made of, mate. I got into this sport to have nights like this.
Tom Aspinall is very quick, and he gets quick finishes.
Oh!
Look at the speed, and there it is.
If you're in the UFC, your goal is to win the belt. I view this as the undisputed heavyweight title belt. I will be the new heavyweight champion of the UFC.
Big hammer shots. That's it.
Curtis Blaydes, the heavy hands.
UFC 304, I'm coming in there to finish the fight from the first bell. I want to make a statement by absolutely running through him.
That's it.
That'll do it. Tom Aspinall is the UFC interim heavyweight champion of the world.
Heavyweights lead the way in the co-main event before the welterweights collide, as Birmingham's own Leon Edwards looks to defend his title in front of a home crowd in a rematch against Belal Muhammad. It all goes down when the Octagon returns to Manchester, England for UFC 304.
Well, you got the sense this series was not finished as we brace ourselves for what could be a classic rematch.
Look at me now. Half a pound. Headshot dead.
They all feel big, this one especially so.